Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing book recommendations based on my Spotify shuffle. So I'm going to go on my saved songs, my liked songs on Spotify. I'm going to shuffle it and recommend a book based on that song. So I'm sure other people have done this idea before, but I don't know whose idea it was though. So I'm going to do it because it seems like a fun idea. My saved songs on Spotify, I have been using this account for a very long time. And there are some songs on here that I forget about every time. Don't judge. Okay, I have my laptop. I have my Spotify. I'm ready. A classic. Obviously this song is about he fancies this girl and she likes someone else, but he's not good for her. It's basically the song perfect for all the nice guys out there. Like an unrequited love. The only person I can think of for this is Theo Decker from The Goldfinch, the main character. The reason that this came to mind is because there is a character in this. There's a girl that he meets. And he gets a little bit obsessive over her, not gonna lie. I don't want to spoil the book or anything. The Goldfinch starts out with an explosion in an art gallery, which Theo is at, and he meets this other girl while he's there, and then they end up bonding afterwards over their shared trauma, essentially. She ends up moving away, basically, and she meets this other guy, but Theo doesn't quite get over the fact that he thinks that he loves her more and he appreciates her more and nobody else ever will. I feel like this is the perfect song for the way Theo sounds in some of these chapters when he's obsessing over Pippa. Oh, I like this song. The song is Stolen Dance by Milky Chance. Oh, that rhymes. Wow, I never noticed that before. I think to me it's a very chilled out song. It's the kind of song I'd like to listen to in summer if I'm sat outside or on a drive. Okay, so I don't know how much sense this will make, but I've chosen We Were Lighters by E. Lockhart. This obviously gives me very summery vibes. I feel like to understand the reason why I picked this, you have to know the plot twist at the very end. And I'm obviously not going to tell you because that's a spoiler. It's a very sad plot twist. I just feel like the lines in this song where it says things like, I want you by my side so that I'll never feel alone again. I want you, we can bring it on the floor, you've never danced like this before, we don't talk about it. I feel like the we don't talk about it line matches this book, and also the whole idea at the beginning of like, I want you by my side so that I never feel alone again. They've brought you away from here. That's all I'm gonna say. But you should definitely read it. I mean, I really liked it when I read it, but it's been years since I read it. I just remember being really shocked by the plot twist at the time. And it's definitely a very good plot twist. But it's really hard to explain without spoiling the book. Next. Okay, the song is Fake You Out by 21 Pilots, and I instantly thought of the last book I finished actually, which is Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Delara. Basically, this book is about this girl. She starts high school and she gets this project in English where she's supposed to write a letter to a dead person, but she kind of takes it and runs with it and just writes lots of letters to dead people like Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Judy Garland, River Phoenix, lots of people, and through it she sort of starts a diary really and about her life. Almost a year before, her sister has died, and you don't find out a lot about why or how until the story goes on. There's a few reasons why this song fits that book, because first it's about she keeps sort of trying to be her sister. She's convinced that her sister was like perfect. She wears her sister's clothes to high school and she sort of does things, and every time she makes decisions she thinks, would May do this? Would she do this? So there's a lot about that, about her trying to be someone that she sort of isn't, and also she has a lot of secrets. Also, because the first line is, "In the night, headlights call my name," and that made me think of this weird game that they play in the book, or that she mentions playing as a kid with her sister, where they would lie in the road and like wait for a car to come and see who could wait the longest before getting up and out of the road. That sounds like a very bad idea, but it just made me think of that when I heard those lyrics. So I was thinking, that reminds me of that game. There's lyrics, "You say I'm not alone but I am petrified, you say that you are close, is close the closest star, you just feel twice as far." The line, "and I'll fall and I'll break," because they do this weird thing where she's like convinced, when she was little, she was like convinced that her sister was a fairy and she had wings, but if she saw the wings, her sister said that if she saw the wings, then the wings would break and she would fall. And there's a lot to do with that in the book as well. Next. Okay, so the song is Chandelier by Sia, but the piano version, not that that matters. The book I've picked for this I think is perfect. It's Queenie by Candice Carter-Williams. Basically, this song I feel like fits perfectly with Queenie because in this book she goes through a bit of a breakup. Well, they're on a break. When she goes through this breakup, she does what a lot of people do, drinks a lot and makes some bad decisions. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. There's some lines that are like, "Here comes the shame, here comes the shame." Without saying too much, she does sleep with a lot of people in this book. She has some like unhealthy coping mechanisms. Yeah, it just sounds a lot like this song. Like if this book was a movie or a TV show, I can imagine this song playing in the background. I don't really know much about what this song is about, but it's a very fun song in my opinion. And what's it from? I kind of have a book I want to recommend, but I haven't read it yet. Not gonna lie, I haven't read it. My phone rudely decided to stop recording. So what I was saying was the song "You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet." I'm picking Daisy Jones and the Six for that song. I'm picking it because I haven't read it yet. However, the band in this, yeah, it's actually set, well, it says 1979 the band splits up. I think the band is sort of based on Fleetwood Mac a little bit, or people always say it gives them Fleetwood Mac vibes. Pretty sure. That song was also from the 70s, and I could imagine it being played in the film, the movie of this. I feel like it's a car song, like it's the kind of song that would play when someone's like driving up. That's my theory. It just gives me the vibes of like, it's just like fun and upbeat to me. That's the vibes it gives me. It counts, it definitely counts. The next song is Sucker by Jonas Brothers. This is another song that gives me very summery vibes. It's obviously a love song, it's a very happy love song. So I feel like it's like a new love, if that makes sense. So I have cheated a little bit with this one. I've got a few recommendations and they're actually all my graphic novels, which I know is a bit ridiculous, but it just makes sense. First, I'll tell you the obvious one. Obviously, I've picked the Heartstopper graphic novels. There's also some novellas. There's Nick and Charlie, and then there's also This Winter, which is more, I think, a solitaire novella. This series in general is very happy and feel good, just like this song. And this song gives me like new love / young love vibes, and obviously the character's quite young in this, and I think it's like the first love type of story, and it's just very cute. They do deal with some darker subjects, but it doesn't turn them into any less happy and feel good, if that makes sense. The other graphic novels I have, one is Nimona. There's not that much romance in it. There is like a little subplot of romance, which I loved. I won't spoil it. It's very like fast-paced and fun and just funny, and some ridiculous, silly things happen in this. And that's the kind of vibes that Sucker by Jonas Brothers gives me. It's just very fun, light-hearted. I definitely recommend it. It's very funny, actually. Had me laughing a lot. Really enjoyed it. The last graphic novel that I've got is Pumpkinheads by Faith Erin Hicks and Rainbow Roll. This is about these two people here who work at a pumpkin patch around Halloween time. There's a little map, if you can see it. It's a very cute graphic novel, this. Also quite fast paced like the other one. I really don't want to spoil anything, this is the problem. But there does end up being a little bit of a romance, and it sort of takes them a while to realise it, if that makes sense. It's basically about like their last shift at this pumpkin patch because they're going off to college or something afterwards. I really like it. I really enjoyed this one, especially because I read it in autumn and it's the perfect time to read it. And very colourful and just very fun. Okay, I think that'll do for my Spotify Shuffle book association game for today. I do want to do this again though. I think it was quite fun. Obviously it'll never be the same 2 times around because I'll read more books and there'll be different songs. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. It was really fun to do a different type of video. Let me know if you hated it. I'll see you again soon. Sorry if you could hear her stomping around this whole time. She's very loud. Okay, bye!